Hi everyone, so welcome to I Make Stuff, where my name is Fallon, and this week I'm going to be making a Thanksgiving shirt for my son. So I've been making shirts for him for a while now, and I found a few shirts online where I wasn't too sure. It looked a little bit more like a Halloween theme, so it would be like the cutest pumpkin in the patch or something like that. And I wanted something a little bit more Thanksgiving related, and I actually found a shirt on Etsy that was $18 for a toddler shirt. And I thought, why don't I just make it myself? So I bought myself a shirt from Old Navy. This is a 18 to 24 month little baseball tee. I bought this for $7. It was on sale. So already I saved money. I have the vinyl, black vinyl, that I'm going to be putting my design on. I'm also going to try to do it on scrap again, because for a shirt for a child, the design should be about 5.5 to 6 inches wide. So if you take a look at my scrap right here, this should be about the size of the design on the shirt, so that it looks, it looks fine, it looks centered and everything like that. So today's video is going to go through me tracing the design. As I said before, I'm not going to dwell on the software. I'm just going to show you my thought process and how I go about doing everything. So here we go. Here is the shirt that I wanted to make for my son. It is a shirt that I found on Etsy, and what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to trace the design, and then I am going to cut it out onto the vinyl. So here I'm going to open up the trace panel, and I'm going to highlight the area I want to trace. So as I zoom in, I can see the threshold, and if I bump this up a little, you can start seeing how the words are becoming more solid, whereas before it was a little fuzzy. I'm going to hit trace. I'm going to zoom back out, and you can see here I have feast mode. So I'm going to now remove the background, and if I fill this in, you can see this is the design. It's a little crooked, but that's fine. I can actually just rotate it a little bit, and if I want to, you see how the box is a little rotated, I can make that straight again, just so that I can size it easier. I am going to make compound path. From here on out, all I have to do is just size it to what I want. So as I mentioned before, a shirt for a child is about 5 to 5.5. So that's all I have to do from here. So I'm going to cut this out onto my heat transfer vinyl and then weed it. So as you can see here, we have our design on the backing sheet. The backing sheet is actually used to transfer the vinyl or your design onto the shirt itself. Without the backing sheet, you would have to do each letter individually, which would take forever. So that's the purpose of the actual backing sheet. And also prevents the vinyl from burning. So all you do is you put the vinyl and the backing sheet onto your shirt and you heat press it on. For toddler shirts, where you put your design, you actually put your design 1.5 inches down from the collar line. For adults, you usually do 3 inches below. So let's move over to the heat press, where we're going to apply the vinyl onto the shirt, and then we'll be done with the project. I have heat pressed the shirt in half so that I can get the middle line. With toddler shirts, you have seams here. And when you try to press it, because of the seams, it won't get an even press. You won't get even pressure against all of your design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a towel, and I'm actually going to put it inside my shirt. So what that does is it raises the area where I want to put the design. And then I'm going to take my, design and fold it in half so I can get the middle point. And then take my ruler and measure 1.5 inches from the collar. Make sure my design is on the middle of the shirt, and then we press. So here is the finished product. I removed the backing sheet from it when it was still hot. This is a cute shirt that I decided to make for my son, as I said, for Thanksgiving. We have a lot of family over and there's gonna be a lot of pictures taken. So I wanna make sure that he's wearing something adorable and it will actually stand out. I made this out of black Caesar Easy Weed. It's the vinyl that I use for a lot of my projects, as I have mentioned in previous videos. I find that it's very durable and it doesn't breathe as well as the stretch, but it works for quick and easy projects just like this. I know that I mentioned earlier that, I saved money making my own shirts for my son and everything like that, but I did spend money on the machines and the materials, but I do this as a side business. So all of this is already accounted for. But if you already have the Cameo and you have never done anything with heat transfer vinyl, I highly recommend that you try it. It is really easy to get into if you already have the machine, and it's like just working with any other material. You can use an iron to apply the heat transfer. I have a heat press, which makes it easier for me, but you can still use an iron. I used an iron for years before I decided to break down and buy a heat press. For the next few videos, I'm going to be doing 3D printing. So if you're interested in that as well, just make sure you hit subscribe as well as hit the bell button icon down below. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.